Okay, in this video I'm going to show you two things you can do. One is you can update the theme itself, or you can just update the QFON script. Okay, so I would recommend you update the theme itself, unless, of course, you've done lots of CSS tweaks, and I'm not talking about adding new images here, adding new articles or images here, banners. I'm talking about if you've actually played around with the CSS of any of the themes or any of the color schemes, and you don't want to lose those changes, um, then you might want to just update the QFON script if you know, or if you know if you've left the basically the theme itself the way it is, but you've added new articles and banners and stuff, then I would recommend you do it this way. But I'll show you both. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install Headlines Enhance version 1.1. Okay, it's pretty much the exact same theme. I've just made a few tweaks, such as updating um, the QFON script. I adjusted a little bit of CSS for the menu area, something you wouldn't even notice per se, but you know, just basically gave it a tune-up, if you will. But mainly it's the QFON script that I updated. So if you go to Appearance, Install Themes, click Upload, and Browse. And sorry about that. Um, okay, and then Headlines Enhanced version 1.1. So we'll double click that, and then Install Now. And let's take a few seconds, maybe more than a few seconds. And once again, this is totally optional, but if you haven't done anything to the theme itself in terms of CSS, then I would recommend doing this, because that way you know, it'll work great with all the different browsers, including Internet Explorer. Instead of activating it, I'm just going to go back to Appearance, just so you can see the difference. So here it says Headlines Enhanced 1.1. Okay. Oops. Now, this is how I do it. Okay, so while you still have the older theme, if you will, activated, go ahead and activate 1.1, and it'll take you right. So it's still showing the default theme, color style. If I refresh it, it's not changing the theme color. So it's just overriding a few files, and now you can see that the QFON font works, so you don't have to tick that enable or untick that box. Um, excuse me. So, but I also did a little bit of CSS sort of tune up on the sort of category menu. Now, once again, you probably won't even notice it, but some people have lots of different categories. I don't know if they're doing auto blogs or what they're doing, and if you have too many categories, they're going to start to wrap around down here. So you might want to nest or create sort of drop-down menus of your categories by going to custom menus. So I just kind of fixed up a little bit of CSS here, but other than that, you just you saw how easy it was for me to update the theme. I'll go back to Appearance. I mean, you can even keep the old 1.0 if you want, but like I said, if you've done a lot of CSS to the blog and you don't want to have that overwritten, what you could do to fix that QFON font is inside your cPanel, navigate to go to WP Content, your Themes folder. We'll go to Headlines Enhanced, because this is assuming you don't want to upgrade to version 1.1. So go to Headlines Enhanced, go to the Includes folder, and this little JS for JavaScript, this little folder, double click that, and we're going to get rid of this old version of QFON by deleting that, and then we're going to upload the newer version of QFON font that is specifically geared to make it work for Internet Explorer 9. Okay, so we got the new one. And I'm going to go back to Headlines 1.0 just to show you this. This is assuming you don't want to update the theme. And I'll go ahead and refresh. and you can see the QFont font is working in the titles and in the widget area. Okay, so you know that those are your two options: update the theme itself, or just update that one script. You know, if that's what you want to do. However, just to mention, in version 1.1, like I said, I did do a few CSS tune-up tweaks. You know, nothing that you probably will notice, but I noticed it, and I just want to go through and update it. So, you know, if you haven't really done anything to the theme in terms of CSS tweaks, then I highly recommend you update the theme. But again, that's up to you. Just trying to give you guys options here, you know, because these aren't major updates per se, but you know, you want to think about all your visitors and having a presentable blog to all your visitors. And you know, a lot of people use Internet Explorer. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Um, there should be one more video below where a couple people asked about how do you install these blogs on a subdomain or a subfolder. So when I re-zipped all these blogs with the new theme and updated them to WordPress version 3.2.1 and updated some of the plugins, um, you know, I created a video on how to install on a subdomain and subfolder. So I'm providing that video below as well, so that for those of you who don't want to re-download everything. But you know, if you've only installed one or two of these blogs, you know, you might as well re-download everything. And I apologize for that, but it's just everything's been kind of updated, and I didn't know an easier way to get this to you guys other than having to re-download everything. But even if you've installed one on each of your blogs, you know, if you all 10 of them, for example, you know, it's you know, if you plan on installing any more of these in the future and just changing out the niches, the images and banners and stuff, then you might as well have the most updated blog. So all you have to do is go back to your PDF file that came with that you received when you purchased the blogs and just download all the blogs again, including the videos and WP Twin files, so that you have everything that's 100% up to date. Just these two videos that you've just watched, they're really just for the quick fix. You know, if you can't be bothered to spend the time to download or whatever, but you do not need to re-upload the blogs themselves. These are just little theme fixes, not blog fixes, okay? So any questions, of course, just contact me, and I just want to get these updates out to you guys. Thanks very much.